Hey there and welcome to another channel review. Today I will review the Owon XDM1241 Multimeter. I should tell you that for me Owon is kind of the underdog in the championship of the big electronic equipment manufacturers. They have amazing equipments for the price. So when TomTop contacted me to make a review and the opportunity to review this item arise, I jump at it immediately. This is a small benchtop multimeter with 4.5 digits and a battery that also make it very portable. I really pumped to see it in action. A quick disclaimer to let you know that this multimeter was sent free of charge to make this review, but no payment was made by TomTop to produce this video, and they will see it at the same time you will when it's published on YouTube. That said, a big thank you to TomTop to collaborate with the channel, and also a big thanks to you, my viewer, that sponsored the channel by using the affiliate access links on the description of this video for your purchases online. You pay exactly the same, but give the channel a big help with your sponsorship. Without further ado, let me show you the key features. As usual, let's start by unboxing. It comes in this carton box, nothing written, no text. Okay, so let's open it. So what do we have here? We have one XDM1241, a pair of test leads, a Type A to Type B USB data cable, a USB Type A to DC barrel charging cable, two high voltage alligator adapter clips, a high quality user manual, and some publicity flyers also. Finally, there is a sheet with all the specifications of the XDM1000 series. So for first impressions, I should start by saying that I have several Owon products. I'm really happy with all of them. I have this power supply, also my function generator. If you see my videos, you know it's from Owon. I still have another oscilloscope. They all have a lot of quality. So I was quite curious to see how this little, this has 20 centimeters or 25, something like that. This little multimeter will do. In terms of the construction, it's really good. I don't have anything to point out in terms of construction because it is really robust. You have the normal 4 connectors for voltage and current, and as normal in Owon devices, you have these auxiliary buttons for options while working with it. You don't have anything on the top or the bottom. You don't have fit that adjust. So on the back you have the connector for powering up. You can charge by USB Type-C, 2 amps needed, or by DC barrel. As I've shown before, we have a cable adapter for that. And then you have the USB Type-A connector to connect to the PC, and you can program this with SCPI commands. So pretty cool. And also control the device. Now talking a bit about the test leads. The test leads comes with these protective caps. Okay, you can take it off. They are quite pointy, and those are 1000 volts Cat3 test leads that you can use. The cable, it's not silicone, I think, but it's flexible enough. And in the end you have these protective connectors also that are pretty nice. And in terms of first impressions, that's basically it. Now it's the time to talk about this video sponsor, PCBWay. I always use PCBWay for creating my boards with a professional factory quality, as you saw in my millivolt voltage reference board. It is very cheap to manufacture your PCBs on PCBWay. You can manufacture 10 PCBs for only $5. How awesome is this? And it is pretty easy also. Just insert here the PCB dimensions and you'll have an instant code. So when you want a PCB, visit PCBWay to get your code, and if it is your first time ordering from PCBWay, you can use our access link for a $5 credit. And don't forget, they also have component assembly service, 3D printing service, and much more. In terms of operation, it shouldn't take long. This is very easy to use, and I will start by showing you the operation keys. So the operation keys are those in here. We have the run stop. As the name says, it stops the reading, so you can have a better understanding of the values, and you can press it again to start triggering again. Also, you have the utility, and this will show you the version of the firmware, the serial number, and also the checksum. You have a few more options in here. You can change the language to Chinese. Let me see if we have anything else. It doesn't seem so. You can change the language to Chinese or English. And you have also the backlight. I already set the backlight to the minimum. It will be better to understand what is on the screen while the camera is filming. And you have the automatic power off also here. You can have half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and 2 hours, I believe. Okay, right now it's off. And in terms of configuration, you have also the serial that you can configure. Okay, it goes back. And the clock. Yeah, you have a clock on this system. You can set the hour. Yeah. So this back. Okay, we are back to here. And also you have the default. The default, I will not use it because I already changed some of the settings that I want here to be defined as the light of the screen. Okay, in terms of utility, that's it. Okay, we have the, let's go back to the main. So in terms of buttons, we have the dual that will allow you to see double information on the screen, and also the mat functions. In mat functions, we have max min that you can activate to see the average, the max, and the minimum values. And you have also the clear key for that. Let's take this out of the screen, go back. And also you have dB and dBm functions that you can use. These will be nice for guys that work with sound and amplifiers and stuff like that. In terms of operation keys, it's missing only the record. And the records, let me put it here. You can manually insert values. Let's clear in here. And you have also the auto modes. So in auto mode, you just need to insert how many points you want to record, the interval, and you can start recording that, and it will do it automatically for you. Very nice. Don't forget that this can be connected to a PC, and you can export those values directly to a CSV file to do whatever you want with them. Basically, in terms of operations keys, that's it. We have also in this section here the range direction keys. Let me see if I can show you. For example, if I press range, it will automatically change here in the screen the range. Okay, it's true that I can do it here. Oops, also auto, yeah, but it will be much faster to do it in here. The other thing is the direction keys that can be used, for example, here on utility while setting the clock. You can use it to change the values. So yeah, there is also other places you can use the direction keys to help. For measurements, we start with the DC voltage. We have, when you first click on this, it will stay in DC. A second push on the button will change it to AC. Also, while measuring AC, you can press the dual button and it will show you the dual menu with the frequency here that you can activate and measure at the same time the frequency and the voltage. The same applies to alternate current. You can press the dual and activate the frequency again. As you can see in the screen, while you are with the dual mode, you have this information. And if you notice, you have here the exit function to exit this mode. Okay. So going back to DC voltage, if you notice, we have several options here that we can use. First of all is the range. You can put it in auto or have different range. Also the speed of the reading, high, low. As you can see, this small circle here, it will show you the speed of the sampling. Yeah, and yeah, this is the fastest, the update. I will leave it in middle. And also, if you are working in millivolts or volts, you can do it manually. You have also the relative option here in the bottom. Okay, so other than the voltage being read, you have the information of the range and what you are reading right now in this box. In AC, the options are exactly the same. And for current, it's more or less the same, but changing here the range to milliamps or auto. Okay, now we have in this button the measurement of resistance with the same options on the screen. Also the continuity, and for last the diode measurement. You can have the beeper on or off and also a threshold definition there. We have capacitance. Again, we can have the range auto or you can set the range. As you can see, we can change it manually. We have also the frequency. The modes can be frequency, let me see, or period. So it can be the frequency or the period of time. And for last, we have the temperature measuring with the probes type that you can select here. Display all temperature or measurements, and the units can be Celsius, Fahrenheit or Kelvin. Okay, that's it in terms of operation. I told you it will be fast. So let's start testing this to see how accurate it is. For testing the voltage, I'm using, as usual, my DC voltage calibrator connected to the Owon, and then also with the output for my Siglent XDM1241X. So the first thing that we are going to test is voltage. Let me change this to voltage, and we are going to start with 1 volt. Okay, pretty accurate. Yeah, 2 volts, 3 volts, whoa, 4 volts, really amazing, 5 volts, 6 volts, this is spot on in everything, 7 volts, let's go back, 8 volts, 9 volts, and we are set. Okay, millivolts range, 100 millivolts, damn, 200, 300, whoa, 400, 500, 600, oh, this is really impressive, 700, 800, and yep, that's it, 900, and we are back to 0. Let's go again to 10 millivolts. I think that we can change here now to the millivolts range. So 10 millivolts. And we have more decimal digits in this small one than on my Owon. Okay, that's nice. So again, spot on. 10 millivolts, 20, 30, 40, 50, okay, 60, 70 millivolts. Man, this is so awesome. 80 and 90 millivolts. Okay, let's go now to the 1 millivolt range. 1 millivolt. Don't forget, this one has one more digit, one more decimal digit. If you round it, it will be 1 volt, 1 millivolt also. So 2 millivolts, 3 millivolts, 4 millivolts. This is spot on, so incredible. 5, 6, 7, 8 millivolts, 9 millivolts, and back to 0. Let's see microvolts. So let's start with 100 microvolts. Whoa, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900, and back to 0. Whoa, really, really good. I'm impressed. For the AC voltage testing, I have my Siglent already registering the voltage that I have in this socket connected to my main house. Let's see what value I have here using the Owon XDM1241. Okay, let's insert carefully in the socket. Okay, it was overloaded, it was on the wrong range, and the values are almost identical. Let's put the speed down a bit. Also, on my Siglent is already slow. I don't want to know what is fast. Yeah, it's already slow. So, yeah, it's spot on basically. Yeah, it's a pass. Okay, let's move on. So for the frequency measurement, I have my system already set up. We have this cable banana plug to BNC adapter connected already to my function generator, also a Owon. And for that, the documentation or the sheet that was delivered with the multimeter says that the frequency can go from 10 Hz to 60 MHz. And that's what we are going to test. Okay, we have already 10 Hz in the function generator. Let's go down a bit to see if it detects like 8, 7, 5 Hz. Okay, it detects. Not bad. And back to 1 Hz. Well, not bad. So even it says the minimum is 10 Hertz, it will be able to detect 1 Hertz. Okay, let's take it to 1 kappa Hertz. Okay, very nice. 50% duty cycle detected, also 1 megahertz. So for 1 megahertz is detecting 999 kilohertz, so basically it's 1 megahertz. Let's take it now to 10 megahertz. Okay, also fine. A little deviation on the duty cycle, but it's 10 megahertz. And okay, I will take it manually up to the 60 megahertz, so 20. It takes a while to get there. It's not very fast, but it gets there pretty accurately. 30 megahertz, 1 digit off. 40. No, sorry, 30, 40. And 50. And 60 megahertz. Okay, I will call this spot on. If we round it, it's 60 megahertz. Now let's see until when we can break this. 7. No, it's really 60 megahertz. It will not go anything higher. 69. Yeah, 60 is the limit. Okay, 64. 64, it will be able to go until 64 megahertz. But well, what they say it's 60 megahertz is the limit, so if it works well at that frequency, it's pretty fine. Very well, let's move on. For milliamps current analysis, I have here the SG004A from PNIRSI that will generate current from 0 to 24 millivolts. Since everything is ready, let's start with 1 milliamp. Okay, not bad. 5 milliamps. Okay, spot on. Let's take it to 10 milliamps. Okay, 3 digits off for, yeah, pretty good also. 15. Okay, pretty good also. 20 milliamps. Spot on, basically. And 24 is the maximum. Okay, very nice also. Okay, since this is a so accurate device, let me try to do something. I will try to see if we can work with microamps. Okay. For measuring the microamps, as I understood, as soon as I open the channel, he will detect immediately 18 microamps. Take a look. Yes, 70. It's a bit low right now. 18, 90. Yeah, it is immediately producing current, even if this is at 0 here. So I will activate the rel and let's see if he can detect 1 microamp. Okay, 93. Yeah, it's failing a bit. So 2 microamps. Okay, it's there. It's struggling a bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is so good. 9 microamps, and 10. Okay, so 10 microamps, it will work great. Let's see, take it to 50. Almost spot on. And to 100. Okay, this is really amazing multimeter. I'm really impressed with this. 500. Spot on. And right now we are in 1 milliamp DC. So yeah, really nice. Okay, let's move on. For resistance measurement, we have here the 0.125 parts per million precision reference board that I usually use. Let's start with 10 ohms. Okay, 10 ohms. Okay, 10.44, good enough. Next we have 103 or 23, 03, yeah, 103 ohms. Let's see what we have. 100.26, okay, close enough also. Then we have 1.0003 K kilo ohms. Okay, what do we have here? 1.00065. Yeah, real near. Whoa. And we have next 9.995K. So let's see what we get in this one also. 9.995. Spot on. Yeah, very nice. Finally, we have 100.06, I believe, K. Let's go here and 100.04. Okay, 3. Really near also. Okay, that's it. Let's move this to capacitance, and using the same board, let's start testing. We have the first value is 102 picofarads. Okay, I don't know if this will be able to get picofarads. I don't think so. No, not moving. Okay, the next is 1.02 nanofarads. Okay, almost spot on. Nice. And the next value is also 10.4 nanofarads. 10.47, so 10.4. Okay. We have then 98.7 nanofarads. Let me see. Okay. 99.2. Yeah. Okay, and the next one it's 929 nanofarads, but always goes around 890, 70, goes around that. So 0.891 microfarads. So this should be 892 nanofarads. It's a bit off, but it's in line with all the previous measurements. Okay, and then we have, for last, 10 microfarads. Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, you can see the measure on the board like this. And 10.3 microfarads. Okay, good enough. For diodes measuring, I have here the normal 4 diodes that I use. This should be with a gain of 0.540, 60 normally. It's giving 524, a bit low for the normal. Let's see if it measures on the reverse. It shouldn't. Oops. Yeah, all good. So let's try again with this big one, 1.7 I believe. Yeah, it's 1.7. The light is on. Okay, also good. This should be between 1.6 and 1.7. 68, yeah. Also good, the light is on. And finally this should be 2.6. Different voltage. Yeah, also good. A lot of bright in the light. Very nice. Okay, so let's see now what happens with continuity. How much time it takes to detect. Let's start. Well, it is loud, but it's not the fastest to beep. Yeah. I think he updates the screen faster than it does the beeping. It beeps really loud, but something... I don't know if it's not making good contact. What is going on? Yeah. It takes a bit to beep. Okay, not bad. I can live with this, but it's not the fastest one to beep. Okay. Considering all the precision that he has in the rest of the functions of the multimeter, I totally can live with this. Okay, let's move on. For the temperature measurement, I have, I think, a KITS 90 probe in here. Let's see, 23 degrees should be more or less the temperature I have in this room. So with my hands it should go around 33 to 34 degrees, around that. Let's see how much it takes to get there. Okay, 32. It should be around 33, something like that. Let me just... Yeah, I don't think it will be much higher than this. Yeah, but it's the normal for outside temperature of the body in the hand. So I think it's good. To wrap it up, and starting with the price, it's being sold at TomTop website for 113 euros or around $125. And this is a great price for this device. That, in my opinion, is amazing. Other than the fact that it isn't able to read the picofarad values, that, by the way, it's okay, since the specs mention that is able to read from 15 nanofarads onward. I really can't find a bad thing to say about this small benchtop multimeter. It has only one function and executes it in the perfection. I do understand the beauty of the multifunction device like the 3-in-1 oscilloscopes plus multimeters and function generators, especially for hobbyists. But I do prefer to have a device like this that does only one thing, but perfectly, and with a reasonable price. The voltage measurements were perfect, considering that the XDM1241 has one more decimal digit than my own Siglent. meaning it that had more precision on the values displayed and still on the mark. The difference between this model and the XDM1041 is only the battery and the power connectors in the back. I chose this model that comes with the battery because it can also be portable. But if you need a benchtop multimeter that don't need to be portable, the XDM1041 model costs less, around 23 euros or something like $25, so is even a better bang for your buck deal. I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, and to make sure that I'm clear on this, I received this device from TomTop for this review, not from Owon, even if in the past had already collaborations with Owon directly. I'm glad to have the opportunity to test this device. As I told you before, I think Owon is an underdog or underestimated regarding their devices. They have a very good ratio between price and quality, and most of the times they are ignored or mistreated. Well, at least this is my opinion, seeing some reviews of old-time engineers with very well-established channels. If you are looking for a decent multimeter for your workbench, you may consider this XDM1241 as a good option, and if you decide to buy one, take also in consideration to sponsor the channel by using the affiliate access links in the description for your purchases online. You will pay exactly the same, but sponsoring the channel while purchasing your goods. Thank you. And please remember that if this video was in any way useful to you, please slap that like button to help the channel grow. And if you want to keep up with what's new in the market, you should hit that subscribe button also, because every week I receive new equipment to review. That's it for today. I really appreciate your company and the time you spend watching this video. I hope to see you again in my next one. Until then, take care.